When the Giants come to town, it's bye, bye, baby.
Last year, Hunter Pence obviously had his now, I guess, famous speech during Game 3 of the Cincinnati series. And watching that, obviously, the outcome was exactly what I think all fans wanted. But at the same time, still, you guys were being one hit through 7, because obviously Homer Bailey's one hell of a pitcher.
I said the hitters weren't listening. Pitchers were.
And so I was asking Buster that, and it seemed like, you guys got all pumped up and came out, it was one hit. Obviously, everything worked out in the end. But I did ask him, at least mentally, did it do something? And he said, yeah, it absolutely brought a calm to some of the guys. And we realized why we're here and what the purpose is. Did you see that effect with the players?
Oh, sure. Yeah. It's, when you're down 2-0, you got to have hope and a calmness about you to know it's not over. And Hunter just did a tremendous job of bringing that to the players. And really, as a manager, you look for players to step up, and which he did, and to speak with the passion and the emotion that he spoke with. I think did make the players all realize that, you know what, we are a family, and we can do this, but we got to do it together. But we happened to face a guy that was throwing the ball as well as any pitcher in baseball at the time, Bailey, who really did a great job of shutting us down. And thankfully, he was only out there for 7 innings.
You apparently gave a pretty good speech that day too.
Well, I wouldn't have had to give mine if I'd known that Hunter was going to do his, because he overshadowed me with his rant, and again,
Can you talk about yours at all, the Gideon? I mean, it's not...
Well, it was... As a manager, you're trying to think of a way to give them hope, because you just got pummeled 2 games at home. You're going to Cincinnati, you got to win 3 there in a place that they've never won 3. So we just talked about teams that have done it and why it can be done, because it had been done. Now, I did hedge a little bit because it had never been done in the National League. And of course, the story about Gideon is about up against all odds and what he was facing. But then Hunter took over, and I told him, I said, well, I would have cut all mine out if I'd known you were going to come up.
I was so interested because, obviously I've been sitting here with you for an hour. Everybody talks about you're a low-key, even-keeled guy, but there must be that, I don't know if it's that Harbaugh side, but the passion or the ability.
Oh, sure. You got to have it in this game, and that will to win, and which this team really had there in the postseason. You got to have that and face 6 elimination games, and let me tell you, on this side in particular, coaches, myself, we take games hard. Even though our margin of error is a little different in football, but every loss, geez, there's times when I walk across the street hoping that Muni hits me to make me feel better.
But yeah, after the Super Bowl, actually before the Super Bowl, did you have plans to drive the car down Market Street?
I did not. No, I didn't have plans. I had plans to play in the shootout down there, and they were going to have it that day, but I certainly was hoping it would happen. I think Bell had plans to come out.
Yeah.
He was going to drive, and
he owed Harbaugh one. Harbaugh drove him in your parade.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah,
but Belt, and no one, Belt's off the record. He's a beaut. He starts talking about what a Dallas Cowboy fan he is.
Right,
Jesus Christ. Come on, you knucklehead.
Time for some media training there.
Oh, man. Yeah, does he go to the Olive Garden when you guys are on the road at all? I heard he's a big Olive Garden fan. I don't know.
I've never seen him there. I don't know. I'm surprised he leaves the room. Comes Sparky.
Sparky, huh?
You know why? He just sits at his locker, It's like Wiggin and Bernie, You got to wake him up. Come on, Bell, get moving. He's the one guy guys have fun with, getting on all day.
God, I imagine. Oh.
I'm interested in who some of your managerial role models were. I know you played for Dick Williams or some other.
I'd say Bill Burden influenced me as much as any manager. I mean, he was my first manager when I was called up, and just loved the way he handled us as players. He was very fair, but very firm.
With the Astros.
Yeah, with the Astros. And he was never one to embarrass you, but if he had an issue with you, he brought you in the office. And he was straightforward, honest. He was demanding, but, again, not in a way that he embarrassed you. Dick, obviously you play for Dick Williams, you're going to be influenced with how demanding he was as a manager, especially with the little things, the details, getting a bunt down, moving a runner, things like that.
What about coming to San Francisco and coming here after you'd already been managing in the division, so you're very familiar with the team, and coming after guys like Roger Craig, Dusty Baker, Luke Alou? We had some pretty popular managers here in the city.
Right.
When you came over here, did you kind of look at what they had done with the teams and try to familiarize yourself with the city?
I did. I knew I was excited about coming up here to a storied franchise with so much history, and I knew Roger Craig well, I knew Dusty Baker well, Felipe Alou and I are good friends, and I knew I was stepping in some big shoes following those guys and the success that the Giants have had, and I'm very proud, and I told the players today they should be proud that that we're part of a storied franchise that we have helped make it even more storied, because it's such a beautiful city, and it has even a bigger fan base than I could imagine. Knew coming in here, it was a tough place to play, being on the other side. But until you're up here, and you see how passionate the fans are. Not just here on the road, the spring training. When we go to other parts, we have as many fans and as much noise as the home team. And it's special. The players know how special it is. I have players from other teams and managers tell me, we can't believe what you guys have here. Yeah. We're sold out every game, and they're envious of what we have here.
Sorry, guys.
The right-hander for the Giants throws, swing and a miss, and that's it. The Giants are world champions.